Alright, so we have a pretty interesting team with Urshifu, Amoonguss, Dragonite, Chanpal, Tornadus, and for Rigorath, so helping to stop priority from the other side. So that's interesting to see. I think I'm not as worried about that. I could use Zapdos. I do like Iron Hands just from the defensive standpoint. It's pretty good, honestly. Even if I don't use Fake Out. I mean, just, it can stick around, it can attack, does well against the Urshifu. Right, it's definitely for Stark. There's Grimmsnarl. And I'm not using Golden Go. And Orthworm from a defensive standpoint, honestly, is pretty solid. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to lead Golden Go, Grimmsnarl, so no status or anything weird shenanigans there. Then go from Orthworm and Iron Hands. If it's Dragonite, then most likely he'll probably use something like, yeah, I think it's going to be the last one of the night. Hopefully we can win. I'd love to get a win, but yeah, it's just, man, cracking the code. And I feel like Orthworm's been great. I love Orthworm in this format. I think Orthworm does a really great job. I think maybe I don't, yes sir, let's do it. I don't think I actually need Shed Tail. And so that actually might give me an opportunity to do something else like Helping Hand or another support move that can really help out. Shed Tail does help from time to time. It did help in that one battle we saw where I was able to get in Chanpal safely and I didn't have to worry about the Aqua Jet coming my way because I knew I could survive it and then attack. And it kind of gave me that breathing room there. But I do like Chanpal Miss It, so I think I need to reuse it. And then I can even look at Regieleki in different ways. So we got Tornadus, Dragonite, Golden Go, and Grimmsnarl. So thing here is that Tornadus will most likely set up Tailwind, and then Dragonite will go crazy. So I don't want to have Golden Go take a lot of damage from that. I don't mind switching to Orthworm. I'm tempted to hit Spirit Break, but I think I should just hit Tornadus with Spirit Break. Because I don't want, like an Earthquake coming out. Dragonite switches out, okay. I'll take that. And an Urshifu. Sure. And there's Urshifu Water. Okay. Your Covert Cloak makes sense. I don't... Okay, if Golden Ghost switches on... Yeah, I guess the question is, I would like to make... Yeah, I would like to gain momentum here. Protector doesn't help. See, that's the problem with Urshifu in this format. Is because, unlike Dynamax, where you could... Unseen Fist is too busted. I'm writing a letter to Game Freak and telling them that this is beyond ridiculous. Okay, you're gonna crit. With Rain boosted. And this switch feels so obvious, but I feel like I have to take a momentum like this. Like, it way too obvious. Yeah, in your Water Terra, there's no downside, right? I need Gastrodon on this team. Yeah, there you go. Like, please. Like, why? Who in their right mind wouldn't do this? Yeah, so good as gold, sure. Now, I guess the question is, who are you going... I mean, why wouldn't you go after... Okay, alright, maybe this is something. So Grimmsnarl gets knocked out, so I get Iron Hands in here. I think Shadow Ball into Urshifu and also Fake It Out. Those will break any potential focus ashes, but Urshifu will protect. Yeah, Urshifu's the worst because of that stupid ability. And Water has been super popular, but which is nice for Gastrodon, but again... it's just the worst in my opinion. It's fine. Okay, Tornado switching out is nice. I guess the question here is who's coming out. Okay, Amoonguss. Okay, I'll see you. I'm not... Yeah, detect. Sure. Okay. Excuse me. Woo! Goodness. Good question. Definitely Grass Terra. I think I switch out Golden Go for Orthworm, and then Thunder Punch Urshifu. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to eat a, Rage Powder, and I'd rather not deal with that. And at this point in the battle, Golden Go, because we know what the opponent has, Golden Go doesn't provide much benefit here. We also know the opponent committed their Terra, so I get lucky. I don't have to worry as Dragonite as much. Yeah, so here's Rage Powder. Figured as much. And I didn't want Golden Go to, like, immediately lose to this Surging Strikes, right? I might survive, which is a little bit awkward, honestly. Now that I, you know, thinking about it, it might feel a little bit awkward. Well, that kind of feels, that's interesting. So, Urshifu hangs on. I'm gonna Iron Defense here. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna Iron Head Amoonguss just to get some chip damage. Yeah, okay, here's how we're gonna play this. I'm gonna Iron Head Amoonguss to get some chip, and I'll Volt Switch into Urshifu to reset my Fake Out. Urshifu switching out is helpful. Okay, I'll break Dragonites. That's fine. I get it. Bring in Golden Go. Okay. Rain's over. That's helpful. Alrighty. We don't want Iron Hands to take too much damage. But I can always bring it back in later. I'm down to fire off a Make It Rain on both. Okay, it does a decent amount of damage. Probably Choice Band. And we get the Pollen Puff. Okay. Based on that damage, would Dragonite be Inner Focus? Or a multi-scale? That I couldn't tell you? But I don't want Golden Go to immediately get knocked out here. But this is a precarious dance. Okay. Cool. That's super helpful. Get the confusion. And this Tornadus Urshifu. This is a race to the finish, man. This is gonna be tough. If Amoonguss stays in, then we get Trick Off, which is super helpful. But Dragonite just exerts so much offensive pressure. This is tough, yeah. Double Protect, it fails. If Dragonite hits itself in confusion, that honestly will be huge for us. I get Rocky Helmet. It hits itself in confusion. Let's go! And this Thunder Punch might be enough to knock out. Yes, it is! Oh my gosh. Okay, we found a very, very tiny win condition. Tornadus comes out. Tornadus has to hit Thunderous Iron Hands to win. I'm going to go ahead and fire off a Thunder Punch here. And I'm also going to fire off a Power Gem into the Tornado slot. Okay, here's Bleak Wind. I survive, which is all I need. That's a crit. And Pollen Puff comes out. Okay, so here's the interesting thing, is that the opponent's own Urshifu has to run into Golden Go to win this, right? And by doing so, you activate Rocky Helmet, and you're going to automatically knock yourself out. And so, if that's the case, then the best idea is to Thunder Punch here, and then make sure you just knock out Amoonguss, because then Urshifu can't get a double hit KO. If for some reason you double target Iron Hands, then Golden Go gets the KO with Make It Rain. Yep. Oh my gosh, I feel like we're gonna win this one. This was a close one, in that trick to get the trick to get the Rocky Helmet was it. Dragonite hitting itself in confusion got us through. Oh my gosh. But yeah, it's game over, because Urshifu, whoever Urshifu targets can't double target, it's gonna lose. So Thunder Punch and Shadow Ball to end this. Gah! That's a win! Oh my gosh. Oh, that was a very precarious battle. Huge shout out to Ryan, great game. And, you know, I was telling you guys, like, oh, man, I hated doing the Urshifu. But, yeah, that Blink Wind, being able to survive it was huge. Assault Vest was big. And then taking on the Pollen Puff was perfect. And then just being like, you know what, Tornadus, I don't care about you. And Rocky Helmet made it that checkmate solution, that issue, right? Because, like, that turn if Urshifu decided, it had to detect, right? So that turn if Urshifu said, hey, I'm going to actually attack Golden Go, then Golden Go's Rocky Helmet would have been enough to knock it out. But I think it was us recognizing, look, we can knock out a Amoonguss and be done with it, and then it's 2v1. Urshifu doesn't have any double target moves, and it's a great